Hello, YouTubers, and primarily our clients at InStar Alliance. Again, the number was 703-646-3941. I just wanted to say that after much deliberation, we decided to at least look at the Republican convention briefly and also watch the Convention of Founding Principles. And normally, all the videos that you watch here are only going to probably be for our clients. So we're running an actual business. We help them with their investments. They can, instead of getting 0.75% on their savings, with our investments, they get 4.75, which is pretty good. A lot better than 0.75. When they do take out loans, there are little taxes involved with it whenever they do. We have a guarantee investment program working with Bank of America. And with Bank of America, we have 6% guaranteed that they'll get on whatever amount of payment that they've set up for that particular investment. So we have real life, real everyday, good solid investments for them. And this training is basically set up for them. We usually go through most of the stuff that you see on these videos when we're with them because they're our clients. But they can always come back to these videos whenever they like to learn. Maybe we just were busy that day. We couldn't talk and answer all their questions. That's what the videos are here for here in the Washington, D.C. area. Anyway, don't have a lot of time today because we don't want to talk a lot about the Republican convention. Barely over 10 minutes. So I'm going to go over it real quick, but I feel it's only fair because we discussed last week on the Democratic side. We'll look at the Republican side. I guess this is going to be a very unusual video this week because this video is basically primarily for white evangelistic voters who put Donald Trump into office. Me, myself, and I'm that same person as well. I'm one of them. And you see, I have nothing to do with him. Why? Because he's destroying this country. He's literally destroying this country. Again, like I said, these videos is to train and educate our clients so that they understand what's going around them. They can make wise choices, wise investments, and better their lives despite whatever's happening in the world today, short of a nuclear holocaust. I don't hope that we never have one. But, it's not off the table. I don't know. Do we need to drop a bomb on the U.S. and just blow away all the people and, level the place in order to get them to listen? I don't know. But I'm telling you, when it comes to mules, the American public sits at the top of the list because they are really, really, really hard to change. And I know this, but they need to because the rest of the world is watching. One of the major things that I noticed from either of those two Democratic or Republican conventions was the simple fact that they did not go over contact tracing as a possible option. And they don't want to take away your rights, but your rights must be taken away. They must be. They must be able to keep tracks on everyone. Using their cell phones to learn who has the virus and how to shut it down. They've done it in China, and I got a picture of it right here. Over in Wuhan, I think you can see this, and they're hanging out at a beautiful party pool, and they're having all kinds of fun, and everybody in there is completely healthy, and they ain't worried about a vaccine. Why? Because if you do contact tracing right, if you go ahead and you handle it correctly, okay, then no one will get sick, because in the event someone does get sick, then they can easily isolate those people. When people get sick here from someone else, they spread it around and they don't even have a clue that they have it until the symptoms show. Why go that far along? We need to deal with contact tracing. When we talk about financial pandemic preparedness, that's got to be one of the top things. But the problem with the white evangelistic base of Donald Trump is that they have become this. They're sheep, okay? The American society, 2020 and beyond, okay? On the road to nowhere, okay? a federal herd of sheep. That's what they become. And they listen to the nonsense. And his own sister said that he's not even religious, man. He's not even religious. At least Joe Biden is religious. He's not even religious. He's not even remotely religious. He's using it for a means, and these are suckers. That's what his own sister said. They're suckers. She's way more intelligent than he ever will be when it comes to these types of things. She's got an actual education. He's just a bully. He just bullied his way through all these investment deals, screwed people along the way, and then this is what we have. But he banged heads against the wrong country. Why we decided to have him dealing with China, I don't know, but they did. But if you look back at his record, he talks about, well, I helped move things over to Jerusalem. Who cares? All it did was create another civil war. It creates unrest in this country and abroad. And now, sadly, he has put out the thing that, hey, from his Republican convention, don't even need masks, don't worry about masks, don't listen to Fauci, don't worry about any of this. We're going to all sit out here on the South Lawn, no masks, within 6 feet, because I am God. And me being God, I have complete control over the virus. God has control of the virus. Maybe God put the virus there to stop you, okay? Maybe Donald Trump doesn't realize that, but he doesn't care because I'm telling you. We've already gone through the episodes before, and the episodes before showed you from people over in China, the Chinese themselves, okay? They told you that the only reason why the virus has spread all over the world and was sent out internationally was because of the Trump. And they did, okay? But Trump don't care. He don't care what he's doing to people. He doesn't care that he's destroyed people's lives and cost their relatives' lives and making very many people sick all over the planet. He doesn't care about any of that. All he cares about is himself. And as much as I admire his daughter, she doesn't seem to be a whole lot different than him. She's becoming as vicious as he is. He's filled with evil. You don't need a man like that running this country another 4 years. So maybe they will drop a bomb and finish us off. Or maybe they'll do some kind of biotechnical warfare out of China. Except this time, even a mask won't help you. Okay? Those are all excellent thoughts for China to look at in the future if you put this man back in office for another 4 years. So all you white evangelistic people, myself included, you need to go with Biden. Okay? Okay, show some respect to the rest of the world. Show some real actual Christianity. Okay? All the different things he talks about that he fixed, he did a half-assed job on them. And the worst thing of all is choking, literally choking the I.R.S. to death. Oh, I'll cut your taxes. And matter of fact, there won't be any income coming into there. Why? Because he hates them. He hates them because they crushed him. They crushed him twice and bankrupted him. And he's on a personal war against the I.R.S. in order to beat them. He says, well, if you beat me, I'll beat you while I'm in office. And he'll leave this country in shambles even if he's out in 4 years. We need to start over again. We need to unify. Okay? All lives matter. Let's all get back together again. Let's try to make this country great. We're not going to be able to make this country great if we're divided. And that's all that his teachings are. He's very good at lying. Okay, one of the best I've seen, actually. But the bottom line is, he has to be shut down. I'm telling you, once he comes out of office, he has to come out of office. But if he manages to stay in office, the statute of limitations will work on his side. If he comes out of office, the state of New York is going to prosecute his sorry ass. They are, for tax evasion. And maybe they'll shut down his whole empire and he'll pay it off. He's been avoiding that. That's his Achilles heel because we know that he is acting in a criminal manner. There's no doubt in my mind about it. Basically, by doing that, then you give the I.R.S. a fighting chance to come back. You get justice for what he's done. Not only stealing and not paying taxes, but also all the harm that he's caused all over the world. With all the different relationships we have, now we have a chance to rebuild. So, all you evangelists, don't do that. Deal with the Convention of Founding Principles, okay? And again, this one was why Trump really needs to win the re-election. It's not because he wants to save the country, it's because he's trying to save his own ass. So, I'm at my wit's end with all this. At this point, all I'm going to do is move forward. But I'm hoping that you watch these videos, or if I haven't brung it up in person with you when we're out on interviews and working with clients, either way, make the right call. Do something that Jesus would want you to do. I'm telling you. Put a man of God into office. Don't put a man of Satan into office. So that's all I have to say about that. I think I wasted enough time, and was willing to look at a little bit of his videos from the convention, and I was totally appalled. It was amusing to watch when he was talking about how well he helped with black people, and then all the black people that were there were all sitting down. I don't like talking about racism, but all this is racist in a certain way. I'm hoping we can all get past all this. Let's just all just be people again. Anyway, next week I'm going to move on talking about what these people that work at Wall Street, what they think and how Wall Street works. So that was supposed to be this week, but unfortunately it's going to have to be next week. Anyway, you have a safe week, and we will talk then. Bye. By the way, this is, when you look at this, I don't know if you can see this or not, we're the only amongst that and Brazil that even isn't doing contract tracing. So we really need to do that. Anyway, talk to you next week. Bye.